Hi, this is Paul Solentrup from the Wichita Eagle and Kansas.com. Here with our second installment of the Missouri Valley Conference Travel Channel. We're going to talk about Missouri State University, Springfield, Missouri, where Wichita State played on Saturday. Quite an exciting game. You saw JQH Arena. It was almost packed, and it's a great place to see a basketball game when it's like that. JQH Arena was the Missouri Valley Conference's largest on-campus arena. Seats around 11,000. It's built in 2008, and I don't think there's a better home court in the Missouri Valley Conference. It was a much-needed upgrade over the Hammond Student Center, which is now attached. Hammond Student Center now mostly serves as the home of the Missouri State volleyball team, and it was kind of an big old barn that had a lot of atmosphere and a lot of tradition. But they really needed a new place, and they've done a really nice job with JQH Arena, which I think is every bit as equal of Koch Arena or SIU Arena as far as the amenities and the nice things that it offers. It doesn't have the tradition, the history of those two places, but they really did a nice job with what they have there. Got luxury suites. They've got a big student section with bleachers. They really do a nice job of displaying the history and the success of Missouri State out in the concourse. Of course, there's lots of Jackie Stiles displays and tributes out there. And this is what I envision Wichita State's concourse will look like when they complete the process of taking the History Museum apart and converting that to a recruiting room, and they're going to move the displays out into the concourse during the spring and the summer. And I imagine it will end up looking pretty similar to what Missouri State has now. Considering that Missouri State, then Southwest Missouri State, was an NCAA Division II school up until the early 1980s, really came a long way in a short amount of time. Has had a lot of success, women's basketball, baseball, men's basketball. And along with Illinois State, I think those two probably offer the most well-rounded athletic programs in the Missouri Valley Conference. In Missouri State, they have swimming and diving, they have men's and women's soccer, they have field hockey, and they are renovating an athletic field right next to the arena where they're going to be able to play field hockey and lacrosse there. So they've got some athletic offerings that you don't find at most of the Missouri Valley Conference schools. Missouri State has an enrollment of around 23,000. It's the largest school in the Missouri Valley Conference by about 2,000 over Illinois State, and my experience has been that it's got the best student section in the conference, and at least that's the case when Wichita State comes to town. When the Shockers are here, that section is usually full, pretty engaged. They do a nice job working with the pep band, and I think it's got one of the better atmospheres in the Missouri Valley Conference when the Bears are doing well. Springfield has a population of around 150,000, making it kind of a mid-sized city in the valley. And while I wouldn't call it a college town, the university is definitely a major part of the scene and keeps growing all the time. If you come to Springfield, chances are you've been to Ebbets Field, which is one of the better-known restaurants and one of my favorite restaurants in the valley. We were there Saturday, and there were always Shocker fans that will find their way to Ebbets Field. It's pretty close to the arena, pretty close to campus, and it's one of the reasons why I really enjoy it when the baseball tournament is in Springfield, because Hammond's Field, where the baseball team plays, is within walking distance of several hotels and restaurants and bars, so it's a very convenient location for the tournament, and it's a great ballpark to have the tournament in. If you've been to Springfield, maybe even if you haven't been to Springfield, you know about John Q. Hammonds. Made a lot of money in hotels before he died in 2013, and he is certainly a major player, major figure in Springfield. It seems like almost every building of significance, the Plaza Hotel, to the Hammonds Field, to the Hammonds Tower, really bears his name. So that's it from, I'm not in Springfield, but that's it on the report on Springfield and Missouri State. We'll be back next week with more of the Missouri Valley Conference Travel Channel when the Shockers travel to Normal, Illinois to play Illinois State, and then to Des Moines to play Drake. Thank you.